Good morning, NASCAR adventurers. It is a rainy but extremely warm morning in Kannapolis, North Carolina, right on the outskirts, Kannapolis, Concord. And today we are right off of Dale Earnhardt Boulevard. And as you can see on the back of that car, we are at Curb Records and Racing Museum. We are getting ready to go in, take a look around. It looks like it's loaded with NASCAR. But before we do, congratulations to Michael Huntsberry and Dylan Selfridge. You two have won autograph photos from Chandler Smith. And Matt Gore, congratulations, you have won the monster truck autograph photo. DM me your mailing address and I will get those photos out to you. If you missed the contest, well, you gotta watch the videos. I posted those giveaways on the monster truck video that I posted about a week and a half ago. The only way to win is to get into the drawings. Matter of fact, we'll have a drawing before the end of the day in this video. So make sure you watch the whole video, stay tuned, and get in the drawing. But we're getting ready to go inside. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. Let's go. So we've made our way inside. We've been welcomed. And on one side, we've got the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame Museum. And then on the other side, we've got the Curb Motorsports and Music Museum. So Curb Motorsports on one side, the music on the other. They tell me this is the only building that they know of that has cars from all 7-time champions. Richard Petty, Jimmie Johnson, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. So let's go take a look. Let's get started. Donations, please. So let's start here with the cars. Now there's cars on both sides, I did notice. So here's Todd Gilliland right off the bat, Napa number 16. So are you guys and girls getting excited for the 2023 NASCAR season getting ready to get started? Are you guys going to tune in to watch the race at the Clash at the Coliseum in LA? I will probably watch it. But I have already secured my tickets for Daytona. DJ Wayne Adventures will be in Daytona starting with Thursday duels, truck race on Friday, the ARCA race and Xfinity race on Saturday, and of course the Daytona 500 on Sunday. We've got tickets to all of those races. And if you plan on going, I might even have some extra tickets to give away. Morton Salt. There's one you don't see too often. Let's take a look in there. There's the Morton Salt Quality Farm Stores racing uniform. Wow, check out the number 32 Red Roof Inn Busch beer car. These remind me of the Busch Grand National races that used to run in Myrtle Beach. There's a Dale Jarrett right there, that 32. And Ken Bouchard, number 98 there. Now they definitely have more than just NASCAR. Check out this number 2 Skull Bandit Goodyear driver Tom Sneva. And here we go, Firestone Curb Records Native Air Services, number 98. We have a number 98. This is John Andretti, Formula One car. Check that out. And right over there is his race suit, Skull Bandit. And there we have a number 98 Austin Dillon Childress Institute car. Well, and right here we go. We got our Dale Earnhardt number 2 Mike Curb Records, along with the trophy 1980 Winston Cup Championship right there. How cool is that? And right beside that, we've got Richard Petty, Mr. the King, number 43 Pontiac STP. And there's one of his trophies, Firecracker 400. And there is Dover Downs International Speedway trophy. And then right here, we got Scott's Product Nationwide Ford, number 27. Does that say Jason Keller on there? It sure looks like it might be. Correct me if I'm wrong, as I'm sure you all will. Now here we have an up close and personal number 98 Honda Forsyth Curb Big Machine Records. How would you enjoy sitting in one of those tight spots? That is definitely a tight squeeze in there. Here we go with some other Curb Records cars. 2011 National Silver Crown entrant, first place, Tony Stewart Racing and Curb Records. Number 9 Dodge. And what do we have right here? We have the Kleenex Ford Fusion, Jason Keller. Got the gas can still stuck in it. Let's take a close look inside the Jason Keller ride, shall we? As always, now's that opportunity to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, hit the like button, and leave rockin' comments. I certainly do appreciate it. And again, stay tuned. We're going to be giving away some more stuff before the end of this video. Nelson Piquet Jr., number 27. And right here we have Tim Grossi, funny car, Skull Bandit, 2023. I sure hope to get out and get to my first drag race this year. Nice look inside the dragster here. Unfortunately, he's not going to go too far today. And the thing that's really cool about this museum, it's not just about NASCAR. So if you love NASCAR, it's really cool. They definitely got lots of cool photos on the wall of Mike Curb and his race teams. But it's also about Curb Records. Now, Curb Records, if you like country music, a lot of country music artists. Tim McGraw was with Curb Records for a long time. I've worked with Tim McGraw when he first got started, playing the club circuits, and then he co-headlined a tour with, it was Tim McGraw, Little Texas, and Black Hawk. Worked a couple of shows with that tour. Tell you some good funny stories about Tim McGraw for sure. But as I was walking around, check out these hoods. Rodney Atkins, Winona, she was a big Curb Records star. There's Hank Jr. David Kirsch. Now, I do remember the name, but I couldn't tell you one simple song that David Kirsch performed. But right there we got some gold records on the wall. So this is kind of cool. It's racing and rock together. Two of my favorite things. The only thing missing is Disney. Let's go see what the other side's got. So here's a cool, looks like a newspaper print, but it's quite large. But it is Curb Records, another banner year for the independent label. And I was looking at this, and there's Joe DiMessina. Quick story about Joe DiMessina. As I told you, I worked with Tim McGraw a handful of times. My buddy Tom, he went to see Joe DiMessina down in Charleston, South Carolina one time, many years ago, and he actually called me from the arena and says, "Hey man, there is an opening act here you have got to check out. They are like rock stars of country music," and they were the opening act. They were a very young group called Rascal Flatts. Pretty cool, Rascal Flatts. Check out that very cool die cast right there, number 2. Mike Curb Records, Dale Earnhardt Sr. I've got that sun drop, but I sure would like to get that die cast. That's really cool right there. So in this part of the tour, we're on the music side, and there's Benny King. There's some Benny King photos. There's some outfits of Benny King. How cool is that? Courtesy of Benny King himself, Chuck Brown. And right here we have the outfit for Billy Scott, of Billy Scott and the Prophets. Being from Myrtle Beach, I definitely know who all of these, yep, Rhythm and Beach Top 40. That's right. Beach music capital, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, my hometown. So we do have some music playing in the background. Hopefully it won't ding our video. If it does, that's okay. We'll separate the two. George Clinton, Mr. Willie Weeks. Cool looking bass guitar. Well, looky here. Since, well, you know what I do. First part of my name gives it away, so I just happened to walk up here and there's the mixing board, and well, it's working. That's where the music's coming from. So yeah, I scratched a little bit and then we turned it down. Rick Dees in the weekly top 40. Now, again, story about Rick Dees. His grandmother actually lived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and my mother was his live-in nurse for a while. Now, if you are a fan of Rick Dees in the weekly top 40, you may remember, or you may not know, but in the 70s, Rick Dees, the famous DJ, actually had a disco hit called Disco Duck. Yep, Disco Duck was a hit by DJ Rick Dees. And I will tell you a secret, in Surfside Beach, South Carolina, just south of Myrtle Beach, the original Carolina Opry was in this little building. They sell and rent golf carts now, but when that building was first built, Rick Dees was supposed to open a disco theater there called Disco Ducks. The original Carolina Opry in Myrtle Beach, Surfside, was going to be Rick Dees' Disco Ducks. Well, alrighty then, we made it back to the man cave. We are here, we are editing the video to put up, and we are gonna stop right here at the 13-minute mark. We're gonna open this package that we just got that says, "Do not bend." Let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, to be totally transparent, I simply opened it up because I don't have but 2 hands and I can't do both. I have not seen what's inside. I do not know what's inside. Let's take a look. And that time I had to stop the video to sneeze. So let's reach in, and we have Eric Jones. Eric Jones, 1 Eric Jones number 2, Eric Jones number 3, and we got some other stuff in here from Eric Jones. What do we have here? We have an Eric Jones Petty GMS koozie. How cool is that? Can cooler. That's pretty awesome. And we have a sticker for Pop's truck. I'm going to go put that on. Well, it's raining. 200th win, Darlington, September 4th, 2022. How cool is that, Eric Jones and Petty GMS? So that's going to go on the pickup truck. And you guessed it, we're going to have a giveaway. How about that for timing? We're going to give away one Eric Jones koozie and an autographed hero card right now in the middle of this video that we are at Curb Records. If you want to win this autographed photo and this koozie, you know the rules. Make sure you're a subscriber to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Like the video, and in the comments below, say, I want to win Eric Jones. And today is Thursday. I will give this drawing on Monday. Monday afternoon, I will be meeting with Matt DiBenedetto, and I'm going to get those die-cast cars autographed, and I will be giving one of the Matt D cars away. We talked about that back in December. He is going to sign those cars for me on Monday, and we're going to come right back to you. So we will have this drawing on Monday as part of the Matt D video, and then that day we're going to give away that die-cast. So do not post you want to win the Matt D die-cast just yet. This video, I want you to, if you want to win, get in the drawing for the Eric Jones, and just put that comment, I want to win Eric Jones. All right, well, let's get back to the video. Thanks for watching. So I turned the music down just a little bit so I can finish our video. All right here on the left-hand side, we have homage to the Avett brothers. They are from Mount Pleasant, North Carolina, just legitimately right down the road from here where we are now. And on this side, we have Steep Canyon Rangers Bluegrass Band that, if you're lucky, many times the actor, comedian Steve Martin plays with them live. Steep Canyon Rangers and the Avett brothers. Really cool. Then we have some Hall of Fame inductees. There's Stephanie Mills Music. There's an outfit. Cool microphone stand. DJ Faith would love that microphone. She's got some pink wraps around her microphones. But that's Stephanie Mills Hall of Fame 2022 Hall of Fame induction. And this is Bernard Edwards. Again, 2022 Hall of Fame inductee. Check out that funky looking bass. That is really cool. Go ahead, make fun of me, because I say really cool. I love this stuff. Now on this side we have really cool Ronnie Milsap. Very cool outfit there. Check out those old style sunglasses right there. That is really cool. Compliments of Ronnie Milsap. Again, so many connections to Myrtle Beach. Ronnie Milsap used to run and perform at his own theater there, the Ronnie Milsap Theater in Myrtle Beach. And there's Billy Crash Craddock. Seen him a handful of times over the years growing up. But my good friend Randall Wallace, lifelong classmate friend, he worked with Ronnie Milsap there at the Milsap Theater. Really enjoyed his time. Just recently posted on Facebook some memories he had working with Ronnie Milsap and the Gatlin brothers. And right here, my man, Andy Griffith. I am a huge Andy Griffith Show fan. If you don't know Frosty's Winter Wonderland, Andy Griffith is the narrator. But there is an Andy Griffith sheriff's outfit from the Andy Griffith Show. That is, I won't say cool. This is awesome. See, they even laughed. They thought that was funny. But this is awesome. North Carolina native Charlie Daniels of the Charlie Daniels Band. Born October 28th, 1936 in Wilmington, North Carolina. Right over here, Jimmy Capps. Don't know too much about Jimmy Capps. But the Nashville Cats, a celebration of Music City musicians, Jimmy Capps. As we get ready to wrap up the music section here of the museum, North Carolina's very own Randy Travis. Triple platinum album there. Randy is from Marshville, North Carolina. I drive through Marshville about twice a week in the summertime. And then there, Miss American Idol, Kelly Pickler. She used to work at the Sonic Drive-In right down the road, not too awful far. She also dated Kid Rock, secretly. Any Kid Rock fans out there? Now, she had a hit song called Red High Heels, but she does not have any red high heels here. But back home in Denver, North Carolina, there's a European auto repair shop that she has brought her vehicles in. They do very high-end vehicles, and when you walk in the door, you see a big red high heel, and it says Kelly Pickler right on it. Okay, so I have already recorded this segment in this part of the museum, but then I met the historian here and we had a nice long talk, so I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna start over again. So right here we have the number 43 Curb Records Jimmie Johnson ride. He said this one ran, he thinks 95, 96 would have been the last time this car was run by Jimmie Johnson. But had a wonderful conversation with him. And again, if you ever do come here right now, he's got a group of about a dozen folks that just walked in a little while ago. He has actually given them a nice personalized tour, telling them about the car side. He has worked with Mike Curb for about the past 27 years. So I thought that was pretty cool. His name is Gene Overcash. So if you ever do come here to the Mike Curb Museum, ask and see if Gene is in the house tonight. And tell him DJ Wayne sent you, and he will definitely hook you up with some pretty good information. Moving into this room, this is the Lee Brice and Rodney Atkins section, so to speak. That is Mr. Gene's office right there. I said I halfway expected that curtain to open up and that be an old-timey radio station DJ booth. He said nope. He said he didn't want to be in an office that just had 4 walls, so he installed a window. But this is the LeAnn Rimes section of the tour, all about LeAnn Rimes. LeAnn Rimes signed with Curb Records right out of winning Star Search. There's her CD right there. And of course, this is her car, the number 43. There's a Ollie's Outlet hood right there, January 25th, 2005 hood. But this number 43 driven by Aaron Fike. Let's take a look inside Aaron Fike's ride. How cool is that? Check that out. There's some die-cast cars in there. So LeAnn Rimes, definitely one of their prized clients, signed right when she was a teenager. As a matter of fact, when she won Star Search, 15, 16 years old, didn't even have barely a driver's license, she bought this Viper RT10. She didn't have it very long. Mike Curb says, you might want to be real careful having that teenage girl driving that Dodge Viper. LeAnn's family said, come and pick it up. And it comes complete. LeAnn Rimes' pair of socks right there. She left her socks in the car. They left it in here when they come to pick it up. So this was LeAnn Rimes' car when she won Star Search. She didn't keep it very long. I think he said, even to this day, it still has less than 500 miles on it. Some more connections with Curb Records here. Garth Brooks being the biggest star to come out of Curb Records. But a guy that I grew up with in Myrtle Beach, country music singer extraordinaire, Mr. Charlie Floyd of the Charlie Floyd and the Southern Express Band. He originally was signed to Curb Records. He had Charlie's Nightlife in the mid-90s. But Charlie and I grew up together. I grew up at the Bon Air Motel, and his mother ran a beauty salon on our property, right in the corner parking lot, called Sister Stylette, Charlie Floyd's mom. So we grew up together as kids. He's still singing country music to this day. I'm still DJing to this day. But for a moment, he was signed to the same record label as Garth Brooks. Sweet. Now this Cadillac right here, this is what Mike Curb himself bought with his first royalty check from his first record ever. He went out and bought this Cadillac convertible. He was the Lieutenant Governor of California about that same time. He found this sweet little ride, was going to get it refurbished and donate it to his daughter's school. Once it got refurbished, he decided that instead of donating it to his daughter's school and doing a raffle drawing for it, he just donated the money to the school and kept the car for himself. So as Lieutenant Governor of California, you would see Mike Curb driving the highways of California in this sweet little ride right there. Now this is the number 98 JR Johnny Mance Plymouth. This was the first Southern 500 winning car in Darlington, South Carolina. If you know the year, let me know. Some say 48, some say 49. I think he even said, somebody said maybe even 45. But nobody knows exactly for sure how old this ride is, but this car itself was the very first Southern 500 Darlington, South Carolina winner. Johnny Mance. And here we have the number 43 God Bless the USA Jeff Sauter car from the Busch Grand National NASCAR Series. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at the inside of Jay Sauter's car. A couple of CDs there. Mr. Lee Greenwood on the hood of that ride. Next to that, the number 98 Buick Sunoco. Now, Gene was telling me that if you notice on some of the cars, of course they have sponsors like every other NASCAR, but some of them he couldn't quite quite grab a sponsor for, so what did he do? He sponsored it himself, just like this one right here, the Lee Brice Deluxe Edition I Don't Dance car, Ford Fusion. And right here behind me, that LeAnn Rimes car. There's the number 43 Channel Lock. Tim McGraw car. And then we got Johnny Sauter's number 43 Curb Records truck. So there we have a nice tour of the Curb Records Music Museum and NASCAR Museum, complete with LeAnn Rimes' first automobile and the very first Darlington Southern 500 car, number 98 Johnny Mance ride. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, leave rockin' comments, we certainly do appreciate it. And get ready, we're gonna have a contest giveaway. It looks awful dark out there. Might have a wet ride going home. Legally Blonde 2, red, white, and blonde. I wonder if they did the music for that one. From Kannapolis, North Carolina, this is DJ Wayne. Thanks for watching.